Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. I want to take a look at where Travis Kelce's headspace is right now with retirement. I know what he said on his New Heights podcast about retiring. And right now, I think he's just kind of reevaluating. I mean, they just lost the Super Bowl last Sunday and they got blown out. And I think had the Chiefs won, it would have been a really good time to retire. I mean, the three-peat, Travis is getting older, he's 35, and I don't know much about football, but I do know the Chiefs are in what they call salary cap hell. So I'm just wondering, I think the Chiefs will always have a spot for him, at least for the time being, but I want to see where his headspace truly is and where the energy around it is. I think his answer was good. He's just kind of saying, yeah, I'm just need some time to think. But I don't know. I mean, I can see him kind of death gripping things to the very end. I mean, his brother Jason retired last year. This was the first year he didn't play with the Eagles, which sad he didn't get his ring this year. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that he's going to death grip it. But and based off my Taylor readings, I don't think he's exactly ready to embark on his next chapter of life with her. That's just my alleged entertainment. That's my opinion, not facts. So I want to pull for him, see where he's at with retirement, see what the energy around the future is like. Of course, you know, the future can always change, but let's see where we're at. Okay, so we'll do what's on his mind right now with retirement. What's he leaning towards? Okay, all right. Is that Taylor Swift? Be so fucking for real. Why does it always come back to her? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trying not to do readings all about her. But, okay. So, I pull the Devil card, which not only is it 15, 1 and 5 connected to the Lover's card, which... Okay, that's about addiction. So I think it's hard. I'm imagining somebody death gripping something in my mind, and so I think that's about self-destructive thoughts and self-sabotaging. But I think it's more so about addiction. I mean, these guys wait their entire lives to play, and Travis Kelce has had an amazing career by all means. But you know, I'm hearing the song by Taylor Swift, "When It's Time to Go." It's hard when it's time to go. So, paired with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups in the upright, that is about, what's his sign again? He is a Libra. So he is an air sign. Okay, sorry. So this can mean good news. It's about emotional intelligence. But in career and money, it's about it could be about an exciting new opportunity on the horizon, taking it slow. Okay, and then you have the Queen of Wands. I'm asking how he's feeling about retiring. I mean, this card reminds me of Taylor Swift, the Queen of Wands, that and the Queen of Swords. And then you have the Cat. I wonder how much of his decision is being influenced by his personal life. Because, I mean, okay, I read this one of two ways. Okay, so let me just really try to focus on it. Let's say this doesn't have anything to do with Taylor Swift, although I do kind of see it a little bit. Let's just focus on. So I think this card means sabotage. This means addiction. And then you have the Page of Cups, which is about, in career, it's about exciting new opportunities. And then, you know, this outfit reminds me of what the jester outfit that Jason Kelce wore to the Super Bowl parade. And then, like, his brother is retired. So I wonder if he's leaning towards retirement. And then you have the Queen of Wands, which is about ambition, wanting to feel powerful and recognized in your career. I think he's torn between his emotions and like what he intuitively knows. Look, I'm not saying he has to retire. That's not what I mean. I don't know enough about football and his career, but I think maybe he's with the Queen of Wands, because it's water and fire. So, you know, water is the Queen's connection to love and emotions, like, so emotions, right? But then it's in the Suit of Wands, which is about passion and action. So I think he's caught between a rock and a hard place in terms of his career. Let's pull 3 more cards. Alrighty. Swords. The Hanged Man. I mean, yeah. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Sevens are about planning, contemplation. That's not surprising. He's thinking about his career. And then, yeah, that's about a plan or strategy that's not working in your favor. It's asking you to approach things from a different approach. And then you have the Hanged Man in the, it's in the upright. And then, so that's about dreams. I mean, like I said, these guys dream of getting to the big stage. And that's like, yeah, I think that's literally him right now. He's bucking, he doesn't know what to do. And notice how his legs are crossed, kind of like a crossroad. Yeah, I mean, I think what he said is true. I think he's caught between a rock and a hard place. But if I'm being honest with you, it feels like he's leaning towards more retirement. Will he retire? Probably. I don't know. I don't think it's the big, pretty bow that he wanted to tie off with the 3-peat with the Chiefs. But okay, I'm trying to focus on his career. I'm not asking about Taylor Swift, but that's literally fire and fire, which is the Sagittarius, but whatever. Yeah, the King of Wands is about can show you as an entrepreneur, remaining true to your natural integrity, kind of leveling up. So, you know, kind of like how his brother, like how they have their podcast, and how Jason Kelce, his brother, does like sports commentary. So I think I think with that Hanged Man, this is about like re-strategizing, regrouping. This is literally him at a crossroads. And I think, yeah, he's just kind of trying to, I think he might be thinking about all of his options. But again, I'm not trying to, I want to say that he's not basing his relationship with Taylor Swift, based off my previous ratings. I doubt that would have much to do with his decision to retire from the NFL. But okay, so this was where his headspace is now. What is the energy for the future? Like, what are we shifting to? What's the energy shifting to the future if he'll play next season? Okay. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's about a completing of cycle, but it's in the reversal. That's about feeling controlled, a fear of moving on. And then you have the Moon card, which is That's about dreams. It's really asking you to listen to your intuition, and asking yourself to examine reasons that within yourself that prevent you from achieving your goals. It's also connected to the Hermit card, which is about wisdom and solitude, and then you pair it with the Fool card. That's about fear of change. I think he's gonna death grip. I don't think he's gonna retire. I think we're gonna see him next season. In the energy right now, those 10 of Pentacles, he's not ready to give up that money. And then with the Moon card, like, this is his dream. He's not ready. And, like, notice how these two, they could be like brothers, right? Just like him and Jason Kelce. And like a river kind of is separating them. One's looking at the sun, one's looking at the moon. I don't think he's ready to be on the other side of that. Because I feel like if that were the case, I would get the Sun card. And that's the Fool card. He's not ready to embark on a new journey. He's not ready to leave things behind. Like, I think he wants to continue on with his dream, even if it may not be the best decision for him. I mean, I don't know. He could have the best season of his life. He could win the Super Bowl next year. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're gonna see him next season. Him and friggin' Patrick Mahomes. Sorry, I'm a Birds fan if y'all didn't know. I know you don't probably care, but yeah, that's about hard work, productivity, and then you have the Page of Swords. That's about enthusiasm. And eagerness to learn. And then you have the these boots who kind of remind me of like the Chiefs boots, and like the yellow. I think he's gonna play next season. He may not know that yet, but I think that's what's his. I think his heart and his dreams are like conflicting. Yeah, that's again a cycle, not wanting to that's a 10. It's in the reversal. Putting a lot of pressure on yourself to succeed. Yeah, I think he wants to go for one more, if I'm being honest. I don't know if he'll get it, but let's look at the back deck. Yeah, the Four of Swords in reverse. He's not done. Three of Wands. Yeah, he's not done. He's not done at all. And even if it's not what's best for him, I think he's going to play another season at least. Yeah, it's in the reversal. Avoiding self-reflection, restlessness. In the upright, this is about rest and retrospection. Teeter on the edge of burnout. And then you have the Three of Wands. That's about expansion, growth, wanting more. Oh my god, I know this is so fucked up, but it kind of reminds me right here of how kind of like, if you guys watch football, you know that the Chiefs were trying to go for the three-peat this year, and that's probably why they lost the fucking Super Bowl, is because they were so focused on the three-peat, and I think they just did not expect Philly to annihilate them. But notice how like these are like three of them, and like you have these two wands, but he's holding on to this one, and it's kind of preventing him from walking forward. So yeah, I think he wants to go for that three-peat. And then you have the Nine of Swords, which, you know, I mean, he has so much money. I don't see why he'd be, I don't think it's more about money. I mean, I'm asking about career, and so it can be more in financial stress. But no, this is about deep-seated anxiety about your job or career, about being stressed out. So I think my takeaway from this reading is that let me go back. Yeah, I mean, I think I think he's considering it, definitely. I think he's considering it. He's weighing all his options, like he said. But if you ask me, he ain't gonna stop. He wants another Super Bowl. He's not gonna stop until he gets it. And it may cause him, you know, burnt out, worry, exhaustion, but he doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want to give up that money, and I think he wants another ring. I don't think he wants. I think actually what's getting to him is I don't think that's how he wanted his last ever Super Bowl performance to be. Because quite frankly, if you look back at the tapes, they all fucking sucked, but like he especially sucked. And as a captain, him and Patrick Mahomes just royally. And you know, everyone has a bad day. And unfortunately, it was on the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, you know, the whole world was watching. So I do have sympathy for him that way. As much as I'm a Birds fan, I felt like the slightest bit sad for him. They looked like puppy dogs on the sideline. Anyway, so yeah, I guess, you know, like I said, the future is never certain. But I think, would it be the best option for him? I don't think it'd be a horrible idea for him to retire. I think he has enough money to where, you know, he can retire comfortably. But I think for those guys, it's more than the money. But I think we could, in the energy now, I think we could probably expect to see him next season. And I think that, you know, oh my God, it's going to be so annoying. They're going to have their whole underdog thing, which, you know, they're not underdogs. But anyway, this was for alleged entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch y'all at the next one.